Hey guys, it has been a minute since I posted a book haul, and actually recently I've been finding I'm just not having luck at thrift stores, and I'm not sure why. So I've had these books sitting here for a little while waiting to be shown on the channel. So today is that day, and yeah, just like normal, there's no order. We'll start with this one. An older hardcover copy of A Pilgrim's Progress in modern English. So I'm assuming this is in modern English means revised. There's illustrations in this one as well, so that's neat. So that's cool to have. Another one I've found was Lord, I Need to Pray with Power by Quinn Scherer and Ruthann Garlock. I have not heard of these authors. I have been collecting books that have to do with prayer, so this is a good one for that collection. And again, let me know if any of you guys have heard of these books or if you've read them yourself. All of that is good information to have. I found Ordering Your Private World by Gordon MacDonald. I don't recall, there's a foreword by Chuck Swindoll. I don't recall what made me want to pick this one up, but regardless, there it is. We're gonna have this problem again with all the books falling. We're gonna try piles again. We've tried piles before, but I'm gonna try it again. Having a Merry Heart in a Martha World by Joanna Weaver. I have the other one by Joanna Weaver, which I can't recall what it is, but I have that one, and now I have this one, and I believe I don't think I have the Bible study for this one. I think I have the Bible study for the other book, but regardless, I would like to read that one. The Train to Impossible Places by P.G. Bell. Cute little hardcover, beautiful illustration. I feel like I heard somebody on BookTube talk about this one, and I don't really remember who that was. I'm really sorry. But yeah, looks like it might be a cute little middle grade. The Tree by Denise Mallet. No clue. I have zero ideas of what this could be. I think it's a Christian fiction. All the blurbs on the back, I don't recognize any of their names. So I'm going into this super blind. No idea. But the next one, Deep Blue by Tom Morrissey. It has to do, I don't know, I just see water on the cover, scuba, snorkel gear, whatever. I'll probably pick it up. So I believe this one is Christian suspense, a marine diver. It's pretty much all I needed to know. So there it is. I've got finally the third one, or is this the second one? I don't know. It's part of this series. I don't even know how many are in this series, but I have a bunch from the series already, so when I saw this one, I was like, well, yeah, gotta finish up the series. How many times did I say series in that, 1 minute? Priceless by Joel and Luke Smallbone of King and Country. My mom actually picked this one up at a used book sale, and she read it and enjoyed it, so she gave it to me because she thinks I should read it, and I'm interested. I do like King and Country. I have not seen this movie, but yeah, interested. Oh yeah, there's the other one from this series. Yeah, Rochelle Decker's, Ted Decker's daughter. The next one I have to show you is, oh yeah, this one. Thunderhead by Neal Shusterman. Finally, I have one from the trilogy. I don't plan to purchase the Toll because I really didn't like it, but I did really like the first two, and this one was in Chantel's little free library, so I snagged it up. I was very happy about that. I also have The Visitation by Frank Peretti. I think I have this one, but it's in a really beat up hard copy, so now I have it in a easier to use paperback. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, a cute little hardback, ooh, with illustrations by Jules Verne. Yeah, it's about the sea. It's a classic. I don't know much about it. I think there's creatures, or is it like real creatures? I don't know. Placebo by Stephen James. I've read one of Stephen James' books so far and I really liked it, so I'm interested to try more of his stuff. So I've got that one. And then When the Day of Evil Comes by Melanie Wells, a novel of suspense. I don't know anything about this one. Fiction, general suspense by a Christian publishing company. Couldn't tell you. But I like to try books that I have no idea about. Hey, look at this. Dark Water. What was the other one? Deep Blue. Similar. By Linda Hall. Yeah, there's water on the cover. I mean, I'm there. It's Christian, so I always feel a little bit more safe purchasing from a Christian publishing house when I have no idea about the book. The Curse of Misty Wafer by Jamie Jo Wright. I have read 2 Jamie Jo Wright. I really liked one, I really didn't like one, so I guess we'll see. I've got King by R.J. Larson. This is from the acclaimed author of Prophet and Judge, and I actually own Prophet and Judge, so I knew that I had the first 2, so I figured, yeah, this is a good time to get that one. I haven't read them yet though, so hopefully they're good. I've got Illusion by Frank Peretti. Yeah, this one has always intrigued me and I don't really know why. But Frank Peretti is a Christian author. Suspense. In a world where nothing is as it seems, anything is possible. I don't know. I forgot about this one, guys. This was supposed to go on my fall TBR, and I hadn't hauled it yet, so it was in my haul pile. I gotta put this one. Will I get to it? I don't know. Anyway, Annabelle Lee by Mike Napa, a Coffee and Hill novel. I don't know if he's got a series or what. I don't know. Just gave me eerie vibes, so I wanted to give it a try. And it is a Christian author, so yeah. And then another good old one, Creation in Christ by George MacDonald. I love George MacDonald, so I've never actually read any of his nonfiction, so I'm really interested to try this one. Another George MacDonald is The Maiden's Bequest. This one is fiction. I haven't read any of his more adult fiction. I've only read, let's be real, I've only read his middle grade fantasy, 3 of them. But I've liked all of those ones so far, so here's hoping. I found Island Bride by Linda Chaikin. I mean, island, once again, ocean, sort of there. And then again by Linda Chaikin. I have a couple of her other books that I haven't read yet, but I'm really intrigued. And she likes to write like on the seas kind of stories. So I'm really crossing my fingers that I love her writing and her storytelling, because now I have a couple of them. In my last haul, I hauled a Road to Avonlea box set, but it was the, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 or something like that. So I don't have the beginning, but I found number 1 at the thrift store by itself. So I've got number 1, and that'll be more applicable for my childhood reads in May. Along with that will be If the Witness Lied by Caroline B. Cooney, because I read The Face on the Milk Carton when I was in high school. So that one will be part of my childhood reads. I've got The Book Wanderers. It's another Pages and Co novel by Anna James. I have one of her other ones, so I'm looking forward to trying that whole series. I've got Fragments of Fear by Carrie Stewart Parks. I'm really excited to try this one because it's one of Chantel's favorites, so I'm really excited about that one. Also, The Orphan King by Sigmund Bauer. Sigmund Bauer is a Christian author, I think, and the future of the immortals is in the hands of an orphan. I don't know, but Merlin's Immortals. Yeah, don't know much about it. I also lucked out and I found one of Priscilla Shire's fiction books. The Prince Warriors. I love Priscilla Shire. I love her Bible studies. I love her speaking. I love her nonfiction books. So I'm really hoping that I really love this one as well. I have good vibes about that one because all the reasons I already told you. I got Quiet Girl in a Noisy World, an introvert story. Again, Chantel is influencing my book purchasing, and she really liked this one, so I saw it at the thrift store, picked it up. I found this edition of Mere Christianity. I have a different one by C.S. Lewis. I have a different edition, but because I have the screw tape letters in this copy, I thought, oh, well, maybe we'll try and match our copies. We'll see. White Fragility by Robin DiAngelo. This one I have had on my audiobook borrow list, whatever, through the library for a while, and I'm waiting for it to come in. And so when I saw it at the thrift store, I've heard really good things about it. Yeah, let's give it a try. Another one is Becoming a Woman of Influence by Carol Kent, Making a Lasting Impact on Others. Again, no idea. Tell me about it. If you guys know it, tell me about it. Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I know there is a Lunar Chronicles readathon going around on BookTube right now. I've never read any of them. I honestly haven't had too much interest in reading them, but so many of you guys love them. So like maybe I will just give it a try. This one is in really like water damage shape. So I mean, if I love it, I might want to get a better copy, but for now, that one's fine. I got this really cool edition of A Treasury of Hans Christian Andersen. It's just a hard copy. It's old. I don't think it's like ultra vintage, but it's a little bit older. Translated from the Danish by Eric Christian Hogard. The Little Mermaid. Oh, cool. How long are these? They don't seem very long, these stories. But anyway, short stories, classic fairy tales, could be interesting. I found The Divine Romance. And it's really funny that the author is not on the cover at all. I don't know. Is that a thing that they used to do? I don't know. And then it just has his last name on the spine. And then a picture of him on the back. So, yeah. This one, the reason why I picked it up was because the blurb on the top by Rosalind Ranker, I don't know who that is, said, I predict Jean Edwards' books will rank with those of C.S. Lewis. Now, clearly, they haven't, because you don't know this guy as well as C.S. Lewis, but doesn't mean that this isn't really, really amazing. So, I want to try it. Wow, these chapters are like super short. I love that. And I don't even know if this is like, what is this? Fiction? Non-fiction? I don't know. Basically, I just saw C.S. Lewis' name and was like, yeah, I'll try that. Cool. I've got two in this series. So this is DC Talks Jesus Freaks, and this one is Revolutionaries. Yeah, I don't know if this is like, yeah, I think this is meant to be stories of people's experience, I think. I don't think it's meant to be like a devotional or anything. I think it's people's real stories. I found Fairest by Gail Carson Levine. I don't recall why I picked this one up. I don't think I've heard of it. It says from the author of Ella Enchanted. I've never read that book. I've watched the movie. I like the movie, but next up, Curse of the Spider King by Wayne Thomas Batson and Christopher Hopper. Another KU. I don't know how I didn't notice. There's a lot of spiders on this book. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I can't really even look at it. How did I buy this without seeing that? That's irky. The next one, Dream Hunters by Elizabeth Knox. book 1 of the Dream Hunter duet. I think I picked this one up because of the dream element. I don't think this one is Christian fiction. So I mean, there's a risk there, but I guess we'll have to see. Yeah. Have you guys heard of this one? That book's bothering me. And lastly, for the big books, is this one. Now, when I saw this one, I was like, well, I don't like books where the dust jacket has been removed already. I don't love books that way. But then I saw Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson. Oh, maybe I'll give it a try then. I've never even heard of anyone talk about Steelheart before. So I don't even know if it's meant to be like really good or what. And then we've got a bunch of mass market paperbacks. You guys know I like those. I guess there's a couple here that are weird. I picked this one up. This is like a super duper vintage, like really brittle Flintstones comic book. Like so brittle. It says 12 cents in the corner from December, doesn't have a year. I don't know if there would be a year somewhere else. I haven't looked to see like 1962, a comic from 1962. So yeah, I picked this one up and it was really cheap, so that's kind of a collector piece. And then The Land of Never Endings by Kit Saunders, another middle grade that I thought looked cute, so give it a try. Now, mass market paperbacks. Okay, The Last Light Fantastic, which is a Discworld novel by Terry Pratchett. I quite enjoyed Going Postal, and that's from his Discworld series, so I'm kind of wanting to try all of his other ones. I got another Agatha Christie, The Moving Finger. I have this one in a bind-up. Oh, I had it here earlier, but in a bind-up. It's a hard copy that I have, like, there's 5 Agatha Christie's in that book, but this is like on its own, and those are the ones I'm collecting, so there's that. I saw a Return of the King by J.R.R. Tolkien edition that I didn't have, so this will go with my Tolkien collection. We've got Inspiring Poems. I still need to make a video where I try a bunch of poetry from different books and stuff. So yeah, I got this little one, and I do prefer like shorter, concise, even rhyming poems a little bit more than the more abstract poems. Just my preference. I found a Stephen Lawhead by Xantium. This is part of the Pendragon cycle, and I do not have this one. It's a really heavy little mass market. I found The Prince and the Pauper by Mark Twain in this old edition. I found Moby Dick by Herman Melville in this really cool old edition. Another Agatha Christie, 10 Little Indians, which I think is now And Then There Were None. There's that copy. I found a Naomi Novik. I tried one of her books before and I didn't care for that one, so I'm trying a different series. His Majesty's Dragon. I don't know, it's book 1, we'll see. Give it a try. The Horse and His Boy by C.S. Lewis, and then The Silver Chair by C.S. Lewis. Those are in a little bit older copies. The Great Divorce by C.S. Lewis in this nice vintage edition. All these books is probably blocking my light and it's probably really dark. Sorry about that. I can't really see because I don't have the flip screen thingy. Assassin's Quest by Robin Hobb. I have this one, but the edition I have is really big, I think. I don't remember. I don't remember why I got this one because I already have it, but I have it in a different edition, so there's that. I've got Tortured for Christ by Richard Wurmbrand. I have heard of this title. I haven't really heard of the name of the author. I don't really know what it's about. I'm sure it's about persecution and possibly martyrdom. I don't know, but there it is. The Robots of Dawn by Isaac Asimov. I'm still trying to find an Isaac Asimov that I really like. I'm hoping that it exists. Strange Seas and Shores. This is with an introduction by Ray Bradbury. This is by Avram Davidson. I just love this cover. It's just 80s. The colors, it's just, and then there's seas in the title, so talks about the sea. I found another Mercedes Lackey. I still have yet to try this one, or this author, but I've got a few from this Collegium Chronicles. I don't know. I got a few of these, so we'll give those a try at some point. 3 more left. I've got God Smuggler. I got this one from Chantel's Little Free Library as well by Brother Andrew. I know Celestial really likes this one, so I have high hopes for it. Another Agatha Christie, Towards Zero, in this vintage edition. And then lastly, another Mercedes Lackey, another one from this Collegium Chronicles. So this is my recent finds. I'm finding it more difficult to find books that I want to purchase in thrift stores. So I don't know what that means, but here's what I got this time around. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have read any of these, if any of these interest you, if you heard bad things about any of them, whatever, just let me know. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. This is book 1. Oh, it scared me half to death. Did you guys see that? There's a maple bug on my book. We've had maple bug problems this year. I'll deal with him later.